Alright guys, in this video we're going to create a CRUD resource for customers. Okay, it's going to be very simple. It's only going to be a couple fields, but it'll show you how to do it for other resources if you want with additional fields. So if we go back to the documentation and we go down to CRUD how to use full example, this will show you every file that's created that you need to create and all that stuff, but we're going to do this using a generator. So if we go down to the very bottom where it says doing it all very fast, and you can see that it's telling us to install the generators, which we've already done. And then if we go down here, it tells us the commands we need to run, but right here it says a database table. We need to use Jeffrey Way's generator, which is the Laravel generator. If we click on this link, it'll take us to a GitHub page, and we already have it installed if you've been following along, but we do need to add the service provider, and it says you'll only want to use these in local development, so you don't want to update the providers array. What you do want to do is just add the register function in the app service provider file. So let's copy that and go over to app and then providers and then app service provider. You'll see there's an empty register function. We're just going to replace that with this one. Alright, so that we can use it. So let's save that and go back over here, and then we can go back to the documentation. Alright, so right here they're actually using tags as their resource. We're going to use customers. This is making the migration file, and you can see they're including the schema, which only has a name. I want to have a name, an email, and a phone number. So I'm not going to include that schema flag like they did here. We're just going to edit the migration file. So what I'm going to do is just copy this whole command and then just paste it in here for now, and then just remove the schema right here. Alright, and then we're going to change it to create customers table. Alright, and then we'll just cut that out. Okay, so we'll save that and let's run that command. And now if we look in the migrations folder or file, database, and then migrations, and the create customer, we're just going to add to this. Okay, so we're going to say table string, and this will be the name. Alright, and then I'll just copy that, and we're going to have the email, and you can add more fields if you'd like, and the phone number. Alright, so let's save that. And then if we go back over here, it wants us to migrate now to actually create the table. So let's say PHP artisan migrate. And now if we go and look at our database, you'll see there's a customers table. If we look at the structure, there's the name, email, and phone. Alright, so now that we have that, we need to run this command here. Okay, so PHP artisan backpack CRUD, and then we're going to use customer, not tag. Alright, and it needs to be singular. So let's go over here and say PHP artisan backpack CRUD, and we're going to say customer. Okay, and we'll run that. And it created the controller, the model, and the request. Now what we need to do is add the route. So this right here, we're going to copy that. Actually, you know what we need to do is create a route, a group for the admins, or for the admin routes. So let's go to, let's see, routes, and then we're going to go to web.php, and let's create a group here. We'll say admin group, so route group, and then in here we're going to add in an array. We're going to say prefix, which will be admin, so anything that is admin slash, and then we're going to add middleware, which is also admin. Okay, and then the next parameter is going to be a function. And then in here is where we want to put our routes. So I'm going to just paste in what I copied. It's CRUD resource. And we're just going to change this to customer, and then this is going to be Customer CRUD controller, and we should have that. If we look up in controllers, HTTP controllers, and then admin, you'll see Customer CRUD controller. So let's go ahead and save that. And then if we were to go to admin/customers, or is it customer? So we're getting a 404 error. Let's see. CRUD resource, customer CRUD controller. So it should be admin/customer. Customer CRUD controller does not exist, which it does. Oh, it's not looking in the admin folder. So let's go back to our route and let's see. So instead of just customer CRUD controller, let's do admin/customer CRUD controller. There we go. So now we have a customers area. If we click add customer, let's say John Doe, and save. Oh, okay, so mass assignment, we just need to add the fillable array in our models. So let's go to, let's see, we want to go to our models. So it actually created a folder called models, and we're going to go to customer, and you can see all this stuff is commented out. We're going to uncomment the fillable array. And then we're going to add the fields we want to be able to fill, which will be name, email, and phone. All right, so now if we go back and try to add him, there he is, John Doe, got the email, we can edit, we can delete, and so on. Now, we're not going to create customer functionality in the front end, which you could because you have the database, the database table for your customers, and you can just do what we've been doing all through this course and add that functionality to the front end. But this is just like a management system for customers, so no front end. I do want to add it to the side here, so let's go to our sidebar .blade.php file, which is in your views, and let's put this right above the file manager. So let's see, we'll just paste that in, and then let's change this to manage customers, and for the icon let's do fa-user, and then for the link let's see, all we need is the URL. Let's clear this out, clear all that out. So URL, and then in here we can just say admin/customer. All right, so let's go over here and go back to our dashboard, and you see manage customers. Click on that, it takes us to that page. All right, and you can do this with any resource you want, blog posts, whatever. And then you can, on the front end, if you want to create some routes so you can reach in and get that data. So in the next video, I want to work on the front end, and there's actually something called a page manager that we can use that will give us kind of like a content management system. We can create pages on the back end, and then we can simply add the routes and have those pages display in the front end. So that's what we'll be doing next.